Both of our fire offend you.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson on first down.
Watch 81.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Richmond.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Three buzz.
Flush to his right. And this one caught by Des Bryant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Tiger.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the run game.
Watson down to Poole. Pass complete over the middle to Stewart. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful.
Come back.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them and talked about this. And, hey, I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're on the sideline thinking themselves and expressing, I'm throwing it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Todd Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
4 down.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
There we go.
Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
You like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Got it. Check.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
No dice.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception. If you don't take care of the ball, you have to answer to me. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Easy, kill. All day, baby, all day. 12. 21.
Now they'll throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
11.
Hey. 4 down.
Reset.
He's now on 1st down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Cameron Wake. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
12. Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Strong right. Alert. 3 down.
Good. 5-4, ready.
Safe.
Got it.
Hey,
21.
24. Check 24.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there, something that leads to a play-action sack. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing.
Richmond.
That's what it's all about.
Make up for it. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge.
Tackle, but quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. I do think they were able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 more to deal. They're going to go all out. First down, this is Guys. Gets around.
Run!
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated.
Come back!
The number 2 back on my board. Powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Tiger! 3 down! Richmond!
Watson on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. Open man, Stewart, it's complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Check, 93's the mic.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Geis taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
5-8. 5-8.
First and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete.
Good job,
and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Here we go.
And give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 53.
21. Got it.
Let's go, D. Shut down. Motion. Check.
Over. 5-1. Ready for set.
First down. And Matthews has it right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
That's all you got?
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Breeze now on first down.
Achilles track. Let's go.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Matthews, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
57.
They start with Geis. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Go, baby. Offense rolling.
First carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Mike's 57.
Throwing on third down. Watson. He sets to fight, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dante Pettis, 62 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, that was the I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. And I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm
good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
Monday.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
12.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Clef Averill in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, I don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been a constant duress this entire game.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
5-8.
3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Got it.
Check three.
You go 21.
Ringo.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Good. 5-4. Ready. 5-4.
Check 3.
Under. Got it.
Me. I got him. I got motion, man. Me. I got him.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Airs this out for Matthews. He's got a man complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35.
13. Hey, two.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch that end, tight ends right.
Hey, two. 12.
4 down.
4 down.
He's checking.
Wait a second.
Kill.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
Good breakup, baby. Good breakup.
And now prior to this third and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Let's go. All day, baby, all day.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Breeze. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Here we go.
Breeze now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10.
53's the mic.
Hey, two. Got it.
Watch the pass.
Ready, what's that?
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Bowman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
Here we go.
the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
Ready, what's that?
Finish things up. That's the way we can get it done.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Hey, let's go.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 93. Tight down. There you go.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Here I go.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Nice again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Handed down to Geis.
I got you, 88. I got you.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Check down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, that was the point of attack. Took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and get all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. The right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
Come back. Red, green, the line. Green, the line.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
You got
have habits. You can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say,
play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it.
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Jets. Christian Kirk, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
That's what I'm talking about,
well,
baby.
after their wild card round game last week, they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond to that.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
11.
Hey. We got 3.
4 down.
Check 3.
The interception, he'll look to throw. He gets it to Gurley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here on first down.
Quit talking about it.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Got it.
Check.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
0-2.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The defensive tackle, Kyle Williams, there for the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey.
Got it.
4 down. Hey.
95-56.
Run for it, and he will. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on
21.
Once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively.
Here's Breeze to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Gallup, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the throw, and successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win. Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Come back, come back.
And hold it. It's on the ground. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
Yeah, baby.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover
That's
up.
it, baby.
In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down.
Fumble recovery. Watson. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense.
Tiger.
Get out there and stop the offense. Typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why it came right out.
Des Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Des Bryant, 52 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
Like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
36.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think a good chance to cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and over the idea to turn the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
We got 4. We got 3.
They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, you know, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Breezing in here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
4 down. Got it. 4 down.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, all the times interceptions result.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And when she meant by that, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Jets on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Ransom. Going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
4 down.
Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think not only did he say that, he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Big kick, baby.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike, 50. Come back, come back.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Fly to the ball. Run, run.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Double tight. Reset. 4 down. Out.
Oh, look at that. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He wasn't ready.
The former first-round pick, Shea McClellan, in on the stop. The Jets on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5.
Richmond.
This will be third and
Tiger.
19.
Come back.
Here's Watson. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Always a good sign. Your first play comes in the 4th quarter. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
5-8,
And
5-8.
this is where the coach is walking that line
21.
of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch.
Under.
He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make
Got
it
it.
pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Go ahead and take a seat.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Hey,
Yeah, this team has been
2.
thoroughly beaten
12.
right from the word go.
Three on the throw on 2nd down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Under.
Hey, 4 down.
Here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle.
21.
Get outside of that tackle box in order to get that
11.
done.
Okie. Got it.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
We got 4.
11. Wait,
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Here we go.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
4 down.
Switch.
12.
Now Billy's got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Great pick. Good job. That was a great pick. Good job. Tight left. Hey, boy.
They'll run the dice. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Double tight.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says, let's go for it.
Reset.
57's the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, D. 57's the mic. Mike 57.
Richmond.
Let's get the ball.
He won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. So we were looking at each other up there in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are that look. When I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coach.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Cameron Wake getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we got to do is work harder, be better, and then be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs and that encourage them for a championship run in the future?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
Best of them jammed up. 25 to life.